I'd like to discuss today on my first blog of many, well, hopefully many of you know I'm a procrastinator, and not only that, but I take forever to get around to doing stuff. So hopefully this will be the first of many. I know there's skepticism that this may be the first of one, and that the next one will be in weeks, months, years, and/or decades, but possibly not. Perhaps it'll be as soon as next Wednesday, which is what my essential goal is a weekly blog. But now to wit, what I choose to talk about. I believe I'm going to follow along with the radio show I'm doing where I talk about my grievances, my pet peeves, so to speak. And I would like to talk about one of my biggest pet peeves, and that is having to remember to do stuff like this. I hate the fact that there isn't like somebody I need a butler. I need a butler to come wake me up and say, hey, time to do a blog. I need, because if I have to do it on my own, it's like, I got enough stuff to worry about. I got important stuff. Not that this is unimportant, but it's, certainly not nearly as important as other stuff like, sleep, reading comics, stuffing my fat face, petting my dog, putting my hair in a ponytail like this because it's bothering me. Anyway, so I need a butler, and I'm looking for applicants. Actually, no, I'm not, because then I would actually have to hire someone, which in this job market, in this economy, I wouldn't be able to pay very much. And then, unfortunately, I would be labeled a cheapskate, which is I am anything but, as my friends will attest to. But actually, you know what else I want to talk about? I want to talk about the fact that there are only, what's my calendar say? 17 shopping days left to buy me presents. That is very important now. Now, wait. The address to send my gifts is, this is so shameless. 4355J, Cobb Parkway, door 513, Atlanta, Georgia, 300339. Nope, I'm sorry, no, just 30339. There's no 00. 30339. Send me lots of gifts. I like gifts. Actually, you can send them year round. But now back to other things that annoy, irk, and sort of make me disgruntled, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Those are things like that are people that walk in the airport and then they stop without realizing there's 100,000 people walking behind them, and all of a sudden it turns into a big, walk right into them. If you're going to stop, make sure there's no one directly behind you. Or the people that are even dumber, that when the guy is driving the golf cart through the airport, shuttling old people to a gate, and he's honking the horn going, and they just keep walking slowly in front of the golf cart as if nobody's honking a horn. Where's the noise coming from? Hello? Wake up. That irritates me. That irritates me to no end. You know what else irritates me? I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. This is 2010, and we're just barely getting flying cars. Come on. I was promised a better future. The future is bullshit. I was offered, I was told, man, when I was a kid in the 70s, 40 years from now, I thought, man, the future is going to rock. Now I got to wait another 40 years for a potential future that may not even be as good. Man, I could be like 60 then, because 40 and 40 is 60 in older people's math. That's my wife's chuckling in the background. I like to make her chuckle. Now she's making me chuckle. What else was I going to talk about? See, that's the thing is, it pisses me off that I should have to, if I can't ad-lib it, I don't want to have to write a list and make things, and prepare stuff. I hate preparing. Preparing is really annoying.
Because it takes work.
What's that?
Because it takes work.
Exactly, it takes work. Nobody asked you anyway, wife. Yes, I don't like to have to actually prepare and take, because it is work. I don't want to prepare. That's why, luckily, I can mostly ad-lib everything. Or at least half-ass. What's that?
Everything in life.
Yeah, well, yeah. Go busy yourself with other stuff, woman. What else? we're going to be reopening the eBay store pretty soon. We had to take the whole thing down, not everything, just mostly everything, because we wanted to restart it for the new year with a bunch of new stuff, and we're going to discount a bunch of crap. What else? What else are the shameless plugs? Oh, New Year's Eve weekend, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. I'll be doing stand-up at, up in the Northeast, up in, not North Philadelphia, somewhere up in Pennsylvania, New Jersey area. North Jersey, upstate Pennsylvania, I guess. I don't know if there even isn't you wouldn't call it upstate Pennsylvania. You would call it, north of Philly, I guess. Northeast Philly, Northeast Pennsylvania. I grew up there. I don't even know what you would call it because nobody calls it anything. They just call it just not Philly. Anyway, so if you want to see me do stand up, I have some very funny material. I'll be doing it with the Reverend Bob Levy, another famous comedian. See, I said another famous comedian, as if I'm a famous comedian myself. See, I would be the other one, when I said another one. And we will be known as the Levy World Order, because, see, my last name is Levy. Raven isn't my actual name, it's Levy, Scott Levy. And Raven is my stage name, but I prefer to be called Raven, by people I don't know. And the only reason I've agreed to this Levy World Order is because Bob likes it, and it's kind of catchy. But don't be calling me by my real name, because I won't answer, and I'll just be irked. Instead of getting, that's what really irks me. Instead of getting over with me, you will just irk me. And see, people say, well, you don't call actors, you don't call Tom Cruise by the role he plays. No, but you call Marilyn Manson. You don't call him Brian Warner, because there's a blurring of the lines when you become a character that you play a permanent character. I'm sure if Tom Cruise played only one character through his whole career, you would probably call him by the character's name. Or you would call him a freakazoid, Scientologist nut job. You might call him that too. Let's see what else. My dog's sound asleep. I would bring him over. He's the cutest pit bull you've ever seen, but he's asleep in the bed. So anyway, that would be it for today's blog. 7 minutes and 23 seconds and counting. I think that's a fairly good opening, considering I ad-libbed and winged the whole thing. Because like I said, I'm much too lazy to prepare. But luckily I don't need to prepare. This is Raven, signing off. Bye-bye and bye bonds. Where's the